Hey everyone! Today we're going to be reacting and talking about the new trailer for Greenbell Cookie. I am very excited to get into this. There is a promo code that I want to share with you all, and it will give you 1,000 gems. Of course, you can just skip to the end and get the code, or you can relax with me as we go through the trailer and talk about it together. Buckle up, Buttercup!
새로운 업데이트 소식 바로 만나볼까요? 그림자 토벌 모드, 신규 서포터 쿠키, 그린벨 맛 쿠키와 스토리 이벤트, 타워 릴레이와 여러 개선 사항이
Looks like we're getting at least 3 new game modes, and a new wind support cookie. That is fun. Let's see.
준비되어 있습니다.
That's right, we'll tell you all about it, but first don't forget to like and subscribe! Greenbell Cookie always dreamt about singing with the group of performers in her village, but her shy and timid personality kept getting in the way.
That's a mood, bruh. Hence why I have a VTuber avatar and change my voice because I'm shy as frick.
But even so, her childhood friend
we love the
Whiteberry
childhood
Cookie
friends.
was always by her side, understanding and cheering her on.
That's cute.
One day, after promising to meet up on the windy hill, Greenbell Cookie arrived, but Whiteberry Cookie was nowhere to be seen.
Oh no!
And after wandering the labyrinths that awaited her on the other side, she found a fragment of sheet music. On the sheet music was a message from Whiteberry Cookie. But she didn't have much time to finish reading before the monsters of the labyrinth attacked.
They said not to go toward the light, you idiot!
In this story, there will be multiple choices to make as you follow Greenbell Cookie's journey. I wonder where your choices will lead you.
Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like a visual novel type of game. My only question with this is if you're able to play through it multiple times and like see all the possibilities, or if it's just kind of like you make your choice and you're done. I know sometimes visual novels, they give you like the illusion of a choice, but it's like no matter what you choose, the same thing happens anyways. So I'm curious to what extent these decisions actually affect the story. But I mean, it's a fun concept. I do really love visual novels, and I like that they're including the player in it a little bit more, and it's not like Kingdom where you're just spending most of the time just like watching a movie basically. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's just preference.
그린벨 맛 쿠키는 표식을 부여하고 발동하는 메커니즘을 바탕으로 파티에 기여하는 바람 속성 에픽 등급 지원형 서포터 쿠키입니다. 그린벨 맛 쿠키의 패시브 효과로 특수 스킬을 통해 아군에게 바람 음표를 부여할 수 있습니다. 기본 공격의 마지막 콤보 차지 공격, 궁극기를 사용하여 바람 음표를 연주하며
I like that they're
주변
trying
적에게
to incorporate
수사체를
more team
발사합니다.
play with this game.
기본 차지 공격의 경우 바람을 모아 전방에 발사하고 적중한 위치에서 폭발이 발생하며
Okay, so it looks like that they're trying to do something a little different with the charge attack. Unless it's a cookie that specifically has a charge up mechanic, charge up attacks are kind of lousy in Tower of Adventures. So I like that they're making the charge attack a little bit different to give you a reason to use it. So yes, good.
바람 음표를 연주합니다. 특수 스킬은 전방으로 돌진하여 바람 음표를 연주하는데요. 이때
Ooh, yes, I really do like that idea that there's like a mobility mechanic. Very good. And then of course they have to make it somewhat viable in single player.
스킬을 꾹 홀드하면 돌진 상태를 계속 유지하고 돌진 상태를 유지하는 동안
Oh, I can see that being very useful for certain story levels or speedrunners, or even on certain champion raids whenever they have attacks that are very hard to evade.
바람 음표를 연주합니다. 궁극기는
Her
아군에게
ultimate
모든 속성 피해 증가 효과와
is like an elemental damage buff and a shield. Okay. I am curious though, because I don't actually know how it works. If you have multiple cookies on your team who can provide shields, I wonder if shields can overlap, because if so, that could be a very powerful combination.
특별한 성우와 함께 찾아올 그린벨 맛 쿠키에
Yeah, I am interested to see, well, I guess hear what her ability sounds like, because I know sometimes like Rockstar is very noisy. It does get a little bit of annoying. I'm wondering like how much variety she has in her songs. Mechanically, this is very cool. I really like this idea, and I'm curious to know what she sounds like and how it'll translate into the English dub, because there is no English dub of Tower of Adventures yet. I'm wondering if they're just going to reuse the Korean voice lines or do something entirely different for other languages of the game, so we'll see.
그린벨맛 쿠키와 함께
And then
찾아온
Artifact,
아티팩트는
lovely
다정한
wish.
소원입니다.
Her artifact does look very good, but it also is like tailored to her kit, kind of like Frost Rock and a lot of the others, which I guess is the point of an artifact because, you know, it's their signature artifact, so of course it's going to be the best for them. Unless you're building Greenbell, I don't see any reason why you would pull for that artifact, but very cool. I love the art on it.
Introducing a new game mode, Mirage Hunt.
Mirage Hunt, let's see. Oh, okay, so it kind of looks like a bounty hunter type of thing. I like that.
Take on thrilling missions by defeating monsters and earning rewards. Completing missions increase your hunter level, unlocking even tougher challenges. You'll encounter familiar foes, but beware. Some missions pit you against giant versions of the cookies.
I know that there's lots of games who have done this kind of thing, like, oh, you gotta fight a dark version of this beloved character. I'm curious if it does have like an impact on the story or if it's just a thing. Either way, it will be fun. I do like the idea of actually fighting a cookie rather than just NPC monsters because, one, this is a step closer to like actual cookie versus cookie PvP. Also, I feel like fighting other cookies with how strong their abilities are is going to be a lot more challenging.
Can you rise to the challenge?
I don't know, can I?
On greater test, take on additional badge missions.
I like when
Collect
there's more
all
like
the
smaller
badges to earn
goals
even more
and
rewards.
challenges.
타워 릴레이는 3개의 쿠키를 한
Okay,
팀으로
so
구성해
I remember
최대한
a lot of
많이
people were
타워를
really
오르는
confused
신규
about the
콘텐츠입니다.
relay mode, but this is
한
making
파티의
sense, so
도전이
it's like
끝나면
3
다음
different teams of
파티로
cookies.
릴레이를 이어
This is really making me think of the alliance battles in Kingdom. I was never really good at those modes, but I mean it was fun anyways, and I really like that it encourages you to build more cookies rather than just one team worth, so yes, very good.
타워 릴레이 안에 있는 몇몇의 몬스터는 특별한 엘리트 스킬을 가지고 있습니다.
Okay, yeah, I
몬스터가
like that they
죽으면
add more like
자폭 드론이
special
생성되어
mechanics.
여러분을 따라와 폭발하거나 복제가 되거나
The movement
주변에
slowing,
슬로우
that is
장치를
something
생성합니다.
that I don't think that we
타워
have
릴레이는
enough of.
시간계 처음으로 0이 되면 라스트 스퍼트 상태에 돌입합니다. 이때 적을 죽이면 게이지를 즉시 끝까지 채워줍니다.
Ooh, I like that for the final dash because it encourages you to like go as fast as you can. Kind of like gives you one last chance.
And let us finally talk about various improvements coming with this update.
Oh, I do love me some improvements.
First, we are adding friendly matches to ToA Arena, so you'll be able to go head-to-head with your friends.
It looks like that Tower Arena might be like a permanent mode that they're keeping. I just hope that they make some tweaks to the matchmaking. The mode itself isn't bad. It's just the matchmaking specifically that's a little bit poo-poo. Even though we don't have like a battle breakdown like there is in Kingdom, which I do really want to see in this game eventually, I do think that this change is not only going to be fun for, you know, giving you something to play against your friends, but it's also very good for people who want to like test new play styles or like test cookies to see how much like promotions and different armor actually affect their performance. If your friend has a 1-star promotion version of a cookie and then you have a 5-star promotion of a cookie and you guys like wear the same armor or no armor or whatever, then you can kind of see the difference.
And in raids, it will now be easier to open rainbow chests as they are guaranteed to appear after your first and third raids of
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have an opinion on it. I'll just have to like see how it plays whenever the update comes out.
the day.
마지막으로 레이드 보상으로 슈퍼 에픽과 유니크 장비 조각을 획득할 수 있으며 조각을 일정 수량 모으면 장비를 획득할 수 있습니다.
You know how we have the scrolls for like headwear, bodywear, legwear, and their weapons? I'm curious if this is an expansion of that or if there's like a whole other upgrade system mechanic. Because I just really don't want these upgrade mechanics to get too confusing. Look at her little red face! Greenbell who? Look how freaking red she is, bro.
그리고 슈퍼 에픽이나 유니크 장비가 상자에서 떠도 초코 축복 포인트가 더 이상 초기화되지 않습니다.
Okay, I do like the blessing point idea because, you know, it takes a lot of blessing points to get it anyways. Same with the gacha pity, like whenever you get an epic, your pity resets. I really hope that they change that for both this mode and the gacha because it does take a lot to get to that pity point. I know that they did that in Kingdom for the Ancients, and for me, it's a lot more encouraging to pull because, like, if I happen to get an epic, but it's not the one that I want, and then my thing resets, then I just feel a little bit deflated. You know, I like that they are, incorporating that into their gacha system. Overall thoughts, I am very excited for the update, very excited for Greenbell, and to dig into these new game modes and see what they have in store for us. One more thing before y'all go, here is the new promo code that you can put in now. I'll put a link to the website I'll put a link to the Dev Sisters coupon website in the description, and you'll put in your email and then you'll type in the code that is on screen and you will get 1,000 gems. Wow! I hope that you have a blessed day and keep being awesome. See ya!